Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, today we're talking about how you, as a federal employee, can maximize your dental and vision health insurance coverage. It's a great benefit to have access to. We'll talk about all the factors that you need to know so you maximize it right now during your career and also into retirement. Now, if you're new to the channel and you're a federal employee, go ahead and subscribe because this channel is all about federal employees maximizing their benefits and retiring confident. So if you're into that sort of thing, join us. Okay, let's dive right in. Now, before we get into any of the details about dental and vision insurance, we have to understand that not everyone actually needs dental and vision insurance. For example, FEHB, your health insurance, the vast majority of federal employees use and should use, right? It's a phenomenal deal, and everyone really needs health insurance, okay? But when it comes to dental and vision, or FEDVIP, the government's dental and vision program, not everyone has it, not everyone needs it. And of course, as the name suggests, it covers dental and vision issues. However, many FEHB plans, so health insurance plans, cover some basic dental and vision expenses, and depending on the plan, more or less. Some plans actually cover quite a bit, some not much at all. So question number one is, do you have dental and vision insurance right now? And if so, great. Check your FEHB plan. What do they cover anyway? I've talked to many people where once they've checked their FEHB of what that covers, they realize this covers the basics, and they really didn't end up wanting to keep their dental and vision anymore. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case for you. There's many instances where it does make sense to have dental and vision. It's very much worth it, but that's the first thing to check, okay? Is what is already covered under your FEHB plan, and do you have double coverage for things, okay? That's number one. Now, the one thing I will say when it comes to dental and vision is the premiums, okay? So the money you pay from your paychecks to pay for the coverage while you're working is tax deductible, which is fantastic. For example, let's say over the course of the year, the coverage costs you $1,000 in premiums for dental and vision insurance. While you're working, let's say your salary is $100,000, you're taxed as if you only made $99,000 because this is tax deductible. It comes out pre-tax. The same is true for your health insurance premiums. Now, the sad news is this benefit of it being tax deductible here goes away in retirement, but while working, this is true. It is tax deductible, okay? But again, in retirement, that goes away. Now, another thing to think about when it comes to thinking about whether you want dental or vision insurance at all is, are you currently using an FSA and HSA? Now, if you're not familiar with what these are, let me give you the quick 101 on it, okay? Both of these accounts work such that when you put money into these accounts, it's tax deductible. Let's say you put $1,000 in. Again, your income, taxable income, goes down by $1,000, okay? And then when the money comes out, as long as you use those funds to pay for medical expenses, it comes out completely tax-free. So long story short, these accounts are phenomenal ways to pay for out-of-pocket expenses, whether it's co-pays, deductibles, etc. Things that you may even plan on using or plan on paying for anyway. If you use an FSA or an HSA to pay for those, then it is a phenomenal way because you save taxes on that money, which is great. Now, there's a key difference between an HSA and an FSA, okay? I put them in the same category because they do very similar things, but in very different ways. So I've got a whole video, an article. If you just type it into Google or YouTube, you'll find it, all about HSA versus FSA because they're very different from one another, so go check that out. HSAs in general are the better option, but not everyone has access to them. So check that out if you want it. But the reason I bring this up in context of dental and vision is many people, okay, once they start using an HSA or FSA, they've got basically money set aside for things that come up. They're a lot more comfortable not having a dental and vision plan because they say, hey, look, I don't know if I need a dental or vision plan, but if I end up needing some dental or vision expenses this year, hey, guess what? I've got some money put aside in these accounts for that sort of thing, okay? So that's one thing to think about. And The next question is, can you take dental and vision into retirement? The answer is probably, right? As long as you retire with what they call an immediate retirement. If you retire with a full-blown retirement, fully eligible with what they call an immediate retirement, let me actually define what that is. So if you are a normal traditional FERS, if you retire your MRA with at least 30 years, or age 60 with at least 20 years, or age 62 with at least 5 years, that's considered an immediate retirement. And actually, MRA plus 10, okay? If you don't know what that type of retirement is, you can go look it up. But if you retire under that as well, you are eligible. Now, if you're special provision, so firefighter, air traffic control, law enforcement, you can be eligible at age 50 with 20 years or 25 years at any age, okay? You are eligible for a full-blown retirement, which means you can keep your dental and vision into retirement if you'd like, okay? So these are some of the factors I would be looking at to help you maximize your dental and vision or decide if you need it at all. Or maybe it's the sort of thing that you can actually jump in and out of. So maybe you come up to a season of your life, whether maybe your kids are going to get braces or things are going to come up where, yeah, it's going to be helpful to have insurance. Great. Get a policy for that time, but maybe cancel it later. It's up to you to find out what you have. And don't just keep stuff just because you've always kept it. Keep it because it makes sense for you. So I hope that's helpful. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.